Shut up.
Well, I've always wanted to be Paul's Hardware. Today's video is sponsored by Massdrop, the largest community commerce platform in the world. Head to Massdrop today and suggest something to be dropped. Not like literally drop, but you know, where they bring the price down and stuff. Hey, what's going on guys? JayzTwoCents here, and we're gonna do a review today of a product sent over by my friends over at Massdrop. And if you like what you're gonna see here today, then you can actually pick this up at a discounted price over at Massdrop, and there's a link down in the description. So make sure you guys check that out if you're interested. But today we're gonna be looking at a peripheral. We'll be looking at the MIONIX Castor Mouse from, well, MIONIX. Now this mouse right here is designed to be all about craftsmanship. It's all about high quality parts. And a mouse is one of those things where it's very subjective. So what I may like and what you may like and what someone else may like probably are gonna differ quite a bit. So I'm gonna do the best I can to tell you about the specs of the mouse. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of a live demo while doing some gaming and see how it feels. And then we'll just kind of do the best we can to determine whether or not this is a mouse you'd be interested in. Now it's got an ADNS 3310 optical sensor in here, adjustable up to 10,000 DPI, and that's a bit overkill for most people. In fact, at 10,000 DPI, you'd have to move the mouse like a mile to get it across the screen. But in any case, you have adjustability up to 10,000 DPI, and it's adjustable in 50 steps. So you got 50 steps of adjustment in there. It does have a built-in ARM processor. It's a 32 megahertz, 32-bit processor handling all the processing on the mouse. So all of your profiles are gonna be saved onto the device. All of your settings are gonna be saved onto the device. So if you're switching it between, say, desktop and laptop, you're not gonna have to reset up all of your settings. It's gonna travel with the mouse. Now it's got 6 fully programmable profiles in there. So you could switch different DPI settings or profile settings depending on the types of games that you're playing. So if you're switching between, like, say, an FPS or an MMORPG or a MOBA, those are gonna all require different types of mouse movement and different types of twitch movements. So you can set up different profiles based on the games that you're playing. Now it does have a truly ergonomic design, and it's actually considered compatible with all 3 grip types, which is palm grip, claw grip, and fingertip grip. So the cool thing about that is you don't have to buy a mouse based on your particular grip. They've kind of got the mouse ergonomic design so that however you're holding the mouse, it's gonna be comfortable. The sides of the mouse are all soft rubber, so you're not gonna have any slipping if you are gaming in a hot environment, or maybe you get sweaty hands. Maybe you get sweaty hands when you're gaming, so you're not gonna be losing any of your grip. But it also has 16.8 million color adjustable, 2 different zones of LEDs in there. So you can control the custom colors on this thing, which is kind of the norm now. It's actually kind of weird now if you see an LED lit mouse or keyboard or headset that does not have RGB adjustable in there. And that's kind of the thing now. So that's what you're getting with it. You can adjust the colors in 2 different zones to meet the needs of what you guys want for your color. And there's not much actually inside the package. You've got the mouse with its soft paracord braided cable, which is going to keep it from getting bound up. It's not going to be stiff. And one of the things I hate about gaming mice is if you're struggling with the cable and the cable's yanking back at you because it's not bending or conforming with the movement. So as you can see here, it's a nice soft cable, nice long cable too actually, that's going to allow easy movement of the mouse. Now the mouse is all black when it's powered off, and that's fantastic looking. It's a very stealthy matte black, but when you power it up, the LEDs turn on and then the sexy colors that you've set up are going to show. Now the rubber on the side is going to attract dust and things like that, so you're going to want to keep that clean. Damp rag, something that's non-fibrous, otherwise this is going to build up a lot of fiber. In fact, it has fiber on it already, and I haven't even used it. You do have nice, what looks like polyurethane feet on here to make things nice and smooth when it comes to the gaming surface that you're using. And the other cool thing with the software is it has what it calls its surface analyzer, where it's going to give you an actual feedback and a percentage number on the surface that you're particularly gaming on. So some surfaces, especially dark colored surfaces, black tables, glass, things like that, don't work very well with optical or laser sensors. Sometimes you get no feedback whatsoever and the mouse doesn't work. So if you're wondering whether or not, if your mouse is acting kind of funky and you're not sure if it's the surface you're on or not, then you can use the surface analyzer and it'll tell you if the surface is a good surface for the gaming or the movement of the mouse. So that's kind of neat. It gives you direct feedback. Now something else that the Castor has, which is becoming kind of a norm with high-end gaming mice, is the fact that it has adjustable lift off. So what that means is if you lift the mouse off the table, you can tune how far it has to come off the surface before it's no longer registering movement. That's a good thing, because if you're moving the mouse all over the place and you're lifting off because you're doing MOBA or other games that have a lot of mouse movement, first-person shooters tend to not have lift off, but a lot of MMORPGs and MOBAs do have constant lift off or lift off of the surface. It can be really annoying if you only lift up a little bit and move the mouse, but the sensor is still bouncing back off the surface at a low distance, then the mouse is still going to move even though you lift it off the surface. So you can adjust that to your liking.
Transition.
All right, so we're going to do some Battlefield here, because Battlefield and FPS to me require some pretty precision movements. Wow. Okay, that's actually very smooth. So you can adjust the DPI right here on the mouse and make it super, super... I'm gonna kill this guy. You can make it extremely sensitive, or as you can see, not as sensitive, all on the fly. So that's pretty neat. I think right here is where I like it. I have no idea what DPI this is, but it's perfect as far as I'm concerned. So let me hop out. This is really nice. Holy crap. Because it has zero acceleration and deceleration, it's just flat out responds to whatever you tell it to do. This is super smooth. I mean, I don't even know how else to explain it. I'm not sure I felt a sensor this smooth yet, if I know the truth.
That guy hiding there. What's that guy doing?
One of the things that's annoying in Battlefield is, you know, when you get in and out of tanks, unless you've gone in and adjusted the, oh hey, there's a tank right there.
Wow, he just stood there and took it like a man. He took it like a man.
And I know you can adjust it inside the game, you know, so that the vehicle has its own sensitivity, but I like being able to do it on the mouse. Chase down that Arty truck. All right, let's try a little soldiering. It's nice. I feel like where it's set up out of the box, I don't need to touch it. And I like a sensitive mouse. I really do.
Yep, he did.
Trying to snipe me from a parachute. What's this mess?
Let me repair you!
All right, well, I think that worked out pretty well. Well, we went 8 and 2, so I think that worked out pretty well. Well, there we go, the MIONIX Castor Mouse. It's very, very comfortable. It didn't really feel like it slipped. Super, super accurate. I mean, I know I said smooth a lot, but accurate is what really comes to mind. I haven't played Battlefield in forever, and as you saw, I wasn't having any problems with the mouse. I wasn't having to fart around with it. I wasn't having to adjust anything. This is literally out of the box, just playing with some of the preset DPI settings in here. Made it a very enjoyable experience. In fact, I might actually leave this hooked up for a while. It's nice and light. It's only about 96 grams without the cable, and with the cable, it's 114 grams total weight, so it's not heavy at all. It's actually very, very light. But on a nice gaming mat like this right here, which is the Thunder K7, I think is what it's called, from Oris, it just moved very, very well. Even on the table, it moves pretty smooth. My table's kind of rough and scratched up and stuff. But anyway, the MIONIX Castor Mouse, if you guys are interested in this mouse, just check the link in the description. You can get a discount over at MassDrop because it's a group buy. Otherwise, you can check it out over on MIONIX's website or eBay or Amazon or wherever. It's really all there is to say about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I know I don't do a lot of peripheral stuff because they're so subjective, they're hard to do reviews on, but I really like this. I really do. And you guys know there's mice and stuff that I don't like, and I'm very adamant about that. This, I like. All right, guys, time to get out of here. I'll see you in the next one. And speaking of next one, I don't know if it's going to be the next one, but coming up soon, I'm gonna tease the hell out of this. We've got the Fury Nano in the house. OMG. That thing is freaking small. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Shut up.